Dun 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 dun. This is the SHARIA radio show, filmed live from Joshua Luxor's luxurious one-bedroom apartment that he shares with an old lady that collects abandoned animals, and he sleeps in the living room on the floor. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Joshua Luxor. We have got a great show this evening. We will be mock interviewing Ayaan Hirsi later. She has a new book out called Heretic, which I will order as soon as I get enough reward points on my credit card. Has anybody been paying attention to the battle shaping up between the East and the West Coast? Apparently, they think that I am at the same time a Tea Partier and that I am working for the megachurches out here, making money hand over fist so that I can spend it on hookers and blow, as they say. They're like, who is this rabble-rouser? Who is this young upstart that thinks that he can shake a spear as well as the rest of us? Neither is the case. I'm not associated with any church. Indeed, I haven't even been to church for years, which is not to say that I'm not spiritual. I do my anti-Sharia advocacy, I explain religious history, and I deconstruct the Bible with Jewish exegesis. That is my mitzvah. That is the cross that I bear. I wanted to say one word about our group, SHARIA. We have had a few attempts to monopolize it by certain groups. We had Zaheva Ruach, or Golden Soul, tried to throw a histrionic fit and make everything about herself. Now, I don't care if you are white power or what you do, but remember that we are a global advocacy group, and please be considerate of the other people in this group that are doing their share as well. Now, without further ado, here is Ayaan Hirsi.
Hello, Joshua Luxor. Thank you for having me on your show.
Now, I wasn't going to ask you this, but I have to ask you this, Ayaan. Did your parents, your first name and your middle name, Ayaan Hirsi, did your parents name you after the evil eye? Does your name mean evil eye Ali?
I'm surprised, Joshua Luxor, not many people would know about such things. But yes, my parents did name me that.
Now, Ayaan, you were recently on The Daily Show, and you had Jon Stewart shouting you down as you tried to explain that all religions are not the same and that Islam is responsible for 70% of violent crime on the planet. How do you feel about Jon Stewart?
Jon Stewart is not a bad person. He is just naive about Islam. He thinks that if he is reasonable, everybody else will be reasonable too. A psychopath can't be trusted to offer testimony as to their intention. They will tell you that they intend peace and then stab you in the back.
Well, I agree with you, but I think sometimes Jon Stewart is a left-wing turd polisher and spin doctor. Ayaan, it must have been 12 years ago or more that I read your book, Infidel. You describe in that book the horrific practice of female genital mutilation. Could you describe that for us? If it is too painful a memory, you don't have to.
I will explain. I think it is important people know. When I was 6 years old in Somalia, they took me and my sister in our house, and with a razor they removed the clitoris and the labia and then stitched the labia together so they would make a tight seal over the uterus. For 2 weeks we had to lie with our legs tightly bound so we would not tear the stitches.
And what is the purpose of this horrific cruelty?
It is a form of trauma-based mind control to communicate to young women that they are the sexual property of Islam. Women in Islam are not supposed to enjoy sex, and if they do, they are sharmuta, whores.
Wow, unbelievable. I just want to say you are a beautiful woman, and I have had a crush on you for some time. Heretic is on the shelves, and don't forget to pick up your copy. That's it for this episode of SHARIA Radio Show. Remember, rock and roll, America.